Yo, just figured I'd do a little progress report here. This isn't going to be stuff that's too important for the initial release, but just to show that other things are still getting done. Animations got bugged. There's an issue if you join the server where sometimes your animations won't work until you rejoin a single player world, or you just restart your Minecraft. See, now it's fixed. Really weird. I don't know why it happens. There's a problem with the player animation API that I'm using though, so I can't do anything about it, which is kind of annoying, but that's fine. So you can see these are pretty interesting icons right here. Um, this is sun breathing. I finished this like actually a couple weeks ago. I was gonna make a video on it because it's pretty much just gonna be in the game, for the developers for the time being, which is gonna be me and two other people who have helped. So I decided against it. Like I'm gonna just showcase it all because it's still gonna be kind of cool. And the previous update was a little bit boring in a way. So here we go with this. And there's actually another style to show. Also, this is the Hashira mission now, which I believe I did show though. I showed the crafting last time. So let's go over each move. We got Burning Bones, Clear Blue Sky. Let's get Demon here. Setting Sun Transformation. Flame Dance. Or no, that's Solar Heat Haze. The counter is Flame Dance, which is this one here. You see the damage is actually ridiculous right now because it is developer only. Obviously, when this gets released to public access, it's gonna be getting nerfed. You got Fake Rainbow for iframing, and if I take some damage here, I'm so fast with the passive that I can literally just walk out almost from his M1. Yeah, that's actually hilarious. It's like Wind Barrel. Wind does give a passive speed boost too. This basically is all the passives of every single style, but amplified. But that will stay in. See, his iframe lasts forever, first of all, and second, it also heals you. Now we got the ultimate move here. Sun Halo Dragon Head Dance. And I believe you guys already seen Dance the Fire God. Oh, that's just Tetacama though. So, with the skill tree here, it's very expensive. Each move is 5, with an Halo costing 10. So even at level 100, you have just enough to pretty much get everything. So it's actually kind of perfect though. Yeah, respawning is set to true. Oh no, there's no difficulties here. Unblockable moves are gonna be Burning Bones, and then you got Clear Blue, the counter, and the ultimate. So the auto track and Solar Heat Haze and Dance the Fire God are gonna be blockable. And then we also have, I showcased the insect. I thought I just turned globals off. Was he still alive during it, or what happened? I think it's because he was still alive before. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and showcase the moves this time, because it is completely finished now. It's actually got a pretty hefty kit. First, I'm actually going to reset my breath. Set my breath to insect. And I'm going to go ahead and set my clan to Kocho, so we get the clan move as well. Beyond that, the only other things that I gotta do are going to be, well, making more models here. The map is going to be kind of just bare bones for the time being. Poison is going to release in the first update, so this is done. This won't be available on release because I don't want to get the quest for the NPC and that all that made. I'd like to take my time making the quest line for it, so that way it's not rushed. But apart from that, this is fully complete though, so it will be easier to add in. So first, you got the poison recharge, and this will allow you to set different poison types. The visual effects on this are pretty subtle, so I'm actually going to move away from the snow here. And this basically allows you to set different poison types. And so these will actually stack with each other. So if you, for example, do diluted, which lasts longer but does less damage, over time, it does the same amount of damage over time. It just deals it over longer duration. Which also your M1s for insect also actually do poison, unlike all the other styles. And then you could quickly switch to multiplier, which does more DOT based on the damage you do. So if I hit them with an M1, I'm gonna do like maybe a total of like 3 damage with my DOT. But if I hit them with something like True Flutter, I'm going to do a ton of damage with DOT, because that's a single target damage move that does a lot of damage. So when you hit someone while you have the multiplier up though, it'll deplete your poison, and so you'll have to recharge in order to get something else. So I decided to make it a little bit techy. If we get a demon over here, he's probably just going to burn the sun though. Maybe not. It was working earlier, but I know it's bugged on the server. See, my poison got depleted. And you can see he's taking basically very little DOT. So that's just not good damage over time, as opposed to if I just hit him with normal DOT. You can see he's going to be taking way more. Then you also have Concentrated, which is basically the same, it just deals it faster. So if you're just doing quick combos, you just want the poison to do as much as it can quickly as possible, this one's going to be better for that. And you have Diluted, which just lasts a very long time doing less DOT damage. Like, that's why this one's probably one of the best to pair with others. Now, let me kind of showcase what a good multiplier would be. So he's 278, we're going to have a True Flutter. Watch his HP drain. That's like 7 damage per second. That's ridiculous. So if you pair that move with high damage skills, it's really good. But now if I go hit him, I depleted my poison. So if I don't recharge, I have no poison active. And you can try to, you know, have the multiplier up and use a high damage move, but if you miss or you wind up having to do a low damage move, then it puts you in a worse position because you do have to go recharge. Oh, wow. You see, I also have Coach Poison, which is that purple one. So let me go ahead and actually showcase the moves now. So that first move there is Caprice. The fifth one I'm about to use is Compound Eye Hexagon, which is your other extender. We got True Flutter at number 3, which is your kind of high damage ender. I think the best one to have on passively is Concentrated if you just don't want to deal with the charging system. And Caprice can be used as an extender, so do that, and you'll actually be able to breathe as well, which is nice. Or, alternatively, because they are stunned for longer, you can choose to breathe or to recharge your poison. So, a good tech to do is you have it set to Diluted first, because after Diluted it goes to Multiplier. And so now, let me try to get someone who's got a little more HP. And that should be good. Now I can do this. That was the wrong move. I meant to do True Flutter. Because True Flutter is the best that you have. Unless you want to do Compound Eye Hexagon, which I wouldn't recommend though. But you see what I'm saying, like you can just swap during that move and then to do a different thing. So I just try to make this style a little techier, so that way, you know, it's up to the player how they want to use it. And it's got a little bit more of a skill curve to it. And lastly, we got at the 6th slot, can't even really read the name. I forgot actually. 100-leg Zigzag. So, this move is really cool. It introduces a new mechanic that there's not available before. You see there's a blue outline around that. which means I can click it again to end the move early. So now I'm just not going to click it. You're going to see this is going to last. This is going to last way longer. Or I can choose to pop it instantly. Like that. So this gives you a little bit more, once again, flexibility and more techiness to the style so that you can be creative with it. So, for example, what you could do is actually use this as an extender if you want to, which would be a high damage extender. Like that. Now, initially, the actual main use of this is to be used as an iframe. Like that, but you can just go ahead and instantly pop it to counterattack. He's just gonna dot up DOT, there's no way. That's so much poison damage, man. It's ridiculous. The style's really good right now. I'll probably have to nerf it a little bit. But you can see it's really fun style. So I'm gonna kill myself so I can get the clan move because I am Kocho. So now you actually respawn at the village if you have a set. Oh, I don't have my speed anymore from Sun. Sad. Alright, and this is the insect. Let me get out of here as well. This one is more noticeable, definitely, compared to the other moves. Also showcase the fourth move again. Because I didn't really showcase it too well. Let me do that really quick. So that one, a lot of these moves you want to use on Rag after you M2. That'll ragdoll them slim further away, so it's not an extender though. You can see I'm doing no poison damage because I haven't recharged yet though. There you go. I don't know how he got Kocho poison on him. That was kind of weird. It's because they still try to do a vanilla Minecraft attack, but they're not able to. It gets canceled, and I just try to, when they go for normal attack, I do my attacks instead, so probably try doing normal attack. You can see that sends a really cool trail up after the fact. It's like an explosion. Whoa. I'm in the wrong F5. Now, with your M1s, if you don't have any poison set, so if I go to multiplayer here, summon a demon. Let me actually stab him to inject the poison. And we waste that, now I don't have any poison. You're gonna watch, these M1s do pretty much no damage. They do 2 damage per hit. So it does very, very little M1 damage. So you do have to bank on your skill damage for sure, and then your poison damage. Because that's just how this kit is set up, it's not meant to do a lot of initial damage. Now if I go swap to my poison, unless I'm just boned and I can't perfect block. He's also got the Kocho DOT on him. That's how you do your damage. It's very cool style. I really like the way Insect turned out. And I had fun making this for sure. So, what else needs to be completed for the release is just going to be adding in mostly NPCs. Like I said, this village is going to be much more well built rather than just this one singular building. So, I do plan to add in more around here, but the builder that we had for here is not able to build at the moment. He's gotten busy, so because of that, it's like I said, the map is going to be a little more bare bones for the time being on release, which does suck, but it's okay. Like I said, I don't want to keep pushing it. I'm just going to focus on important landmarks then. And I'm going to go ahead and add in a couple more boss demons, add in the Slayer NPCs to fight as a demon, and more items and shit like that. And mostly just getting in all the functional NPCs that are needed, for example, like Griffin for forging your Nitrin. So now that he's in, you know. Awesome, I couldn't even get in. It actually does remind me though, I do gotta add in the TP if they go too far away from their area. Because I actually haven't added that in for these guys. Show combos you can do. Missed my M1 right there. You can see you can do the kind of 4-move combo like that. There's a lot of other things you can do. You can see I did such little damage, even without doing any poison refill or tech shit like that. You can see how much the poison damage carries with insects. Really crazy. So I might get another nerf on that. Probably with the poison damage and also just the skill damage. Or I might just make it so that the skill damage is reduced and the poison gets to stay the same, so that way it is based on the poison. And if you do use the style, you do have to get a little techy, because it is a very technical style with the recharging. And then deciding what move to use. And, you know, having the ability to end your moves early, which I think is awesome. You just end it early like that. Like I said, very cool style. I love the way it turned out. This is one of my personally favorite styles right now. It's a very fun style to play. One thing to note though is that the M1 and the M2 hitbox size is very small, so you want to be right inside of your targets when you're attacking them, because otherwise it's very easy to miss. For example, even in that corner with the chain team, and I missed that one M1 because I just moved a little too far back. So, like I said, this does take a little more skill than the other styles in my opinion to use correctly and to make the most of it. But, I mean, even if you don't know how to use it good, the poison damage is still just so strong that you'll be able to melt people regardless. Unless you're stupid and you're always trying to set the multiplier and then you forget to recharge. And if you play dumb, then it actually could become a pretty poor style. But you have to really play bad. Apart from that, just going to be working on more models. It will be releasing this Saturday. That is the date. I'm going to go ahead. I forgot to link in the other video. I will link it in this video instead. So, hope you guys join. And like I said, it might be a little bare bones if you do decide to come check it out for the time being, but I'll be dropping a couple other updates as the weeks go on. I'll try to do either weekly or bi-weekly updates, one of the two, whichever one starts working out better. If I feel like we can't get enough content for an update to be, you know, dropped per week, then I'll just move it to bi-weekly, because I'll definitely have enough time every 2 weeks to drop something meaningful into the game. That's about it for this. Two awesome styles that unfortunately will not be available on release, but decided to still showcase. Insect will be the first one to drop. Since it's already pre-made, all I have to do is make the NPC and the quest line for it, so that will probably drop in the first following week, or the first, like I said, bi-week, 2 weeks, so it won't be more than 2 weeks until it drops after release. So, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good rest of your night.